Hey, I am back with another video. In this video, I'm talking about Colin Kaepernick and his Kunta Kente shirt. So, that seems to be some kind of a message. So how I decode that as far as the workout the NFL set up, call them like a last minute thing. You need to answer now, a workout for the 32 teams, everything all set up. This how it gonna be, to just make sure that they get to spin the narrative the way they want it to be. Well, Colin Kaepernick, they disagree with the contract, with the waiver he was supposed to sign, and the fact that they were not allowed to have any of their camera people there or the news media there. So, at the last, like I said, that Friday before, they decide to have a plan B just in case things don't work out. So an hour before Colin Kaepernick was supposed to show up for the workout, they moved to the new facility, high school facility, 60 miles away. Now, he did a good workout. They want to say it's a circus, it's this and that. But why is a workout a circus? It's a workout. Anyway, like the CNN guy that was at the facility where Colin Kaepernick moved to, he said he saw the different people go in at the Atlantic Falcons play. He saw the different coaches and whatever going in. But my thing was, media wasn't allowed. So he's talking as if he was allowed to go in and film the workout. So if there's to be no media, how is he going to film the workout? So I really don't get that part of how he's saying he saw all these different people go in. So I guess they was going to stand outside. But anyway, Colin Kaepernick and that Kunta Kente shirt. So this is the code that I see in that shirt. What did Kunta Kente do? The most memorable thing I remember from watching Roots, and I couldn't watch all of Roots because it was too violent for me, because Roots came out when I was in high school. My last year of high school, Roots came out. And I didn't watch it back then because we didn't have television back then. Well, we didn't have one. There was people television, so we didn't have a television back then. We had radio and whatever. But I eventually ended up seeing it after I was in maybe my late 20s. And I could never watch it all. I've never watched it all the way through because it was just a violent movie. It was just too much violence on black bodies. And the one thing I remember from it is Kunta Kente. And I'm saying and how Kunta Kente had to say his name was Toby. And he refused to say his name was Toby, so they ended up chopping off his foot. My thing with it, so with that understanding of Kunta Kente's foot being chopped off for not accepting the name Toby. So I decode that as to mean Colin Kaepernick considers himself to be Kunta Kente, and he allowed his foot to be chopped off. He allowed his foot to be chopped off rather than cow down to the NFL, and according to him and his lawyers, unreasonable rules as far as to give up all his rights and still don't get to play on the team or whatever. So his foot being chopped off to me would be, I guess, dealing with the backlash that was gonna come from the NFL, such as the Stephen A, what's the other one, Barkley guy, the Sharp guy, these people, the ESPN people, whatever, and then the backlash from other people. The fact that they said the workout was a circus. How's the workout a circus? It's a man on the field working out. I don't see any animals. I don't see any dance. I don't see nothing. All I see is a workout. I've seen workouts before and it doesn't look like a circus to me. They say it's a circus. So to me, all of that backlash and the information are trying to spin the narrative and make him look like he don't really want to play ball. He's just playing games or whatever. So that's the foot chopping off. And therefore, he got the Kunta Kente on his shirt, showing that it's dealing with this slavery system that we're in and being forced to submit to it and accept the brutal treatment that you will get. Back then, the slaves had no choice but to accept the brutal treatment that they got and do it with a smile. If you didn't, you get your foot chopped off, like Kunta Kente did. And then Kunta Kente eventually gave in, but Colin Kaepernick showing that he, the Kunta Kente, ain't giving in. You can chop his foot off, he still ain't giving in. So that's what I got from Colin Kaepernick and his Kunta Kente shirt. But anyway, we see he's doing a pretty good workout. And here he's talking to the camera people. He had like 100 and something people that came, and he's talking to the reporters outside. But they stand outside the fence, and they were able to see him and film. But at the facility, if there are no if no cameras or media of any kind was allowed to be there, only the NFL people who they choose to film will be there, and then they will put out they will put out into the media what they want to put out. But now we live in a time where Black Americans, ADOS, those standing up for what's happening with black people, are not just sitting back and just being told, this is what you do. You do what we say, how we say do it, regardless of the brutality on your body, because black people are supposed to be able to hold to be able to suffer through it, and if they die, oh well, whatever. But it's crazy. But Colin Kaepernick, he seems to me he choose to be the modern day Kunta Kente. But anyway, that's it for this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.